I want to talk about the dictionary. Now, if you are interested in learning the English language, then you should have a dictionary. Dictionary has different types, but we are looking at the basic dictionary functions for now. Do you know that a lot of work goes into producing the dictionary? And we do not have just one person working on the dictionary. We have different aspects of the English language. So the experts from all these aspects of the English language would come together normally to produce a dictionary. We have phonologists, we have morphologists, phonographers, etymologists, and grammarians. Okay, so I would like to tell you some functions of the dictionary. What would you use a dictionary for, and which of these experts would be responsible for that? Now, the dictionary provides words as entries. If you see a word in the dictionary, it's called an entry. An entry is a language unit. So it could be a word, a phrase, or an abbreviation. But each entry normally has information under it called lexical entry. And there are always words to guide us in our search. We have phonological information on these entries, and this work will be done by phonologists. So you would have information in slant lines that give you the transcription of each word. That is supposed to help you to pronounce the word. Now I want to use a word as our case study. We have COIFFED. COIFFED. Normally, if you see that word without your phonological education, you would not pronounce it correctly. But if you check the dictionary, you would see in the slant lines beside that word, you would read the words and the slant lines. That's the transcribed version of the word as quaffed. Quaffed. I mean COIFFED. You hear it as quaffed. Now, if you look at this, you would see that OI does not go with the normal representation that you know as in OIL, oil. This is quaffed. Now, it has morphed, and you wouldn't know this if you do not follow the transcription details in the dictionary. So if a word has more than one pronunciation, you would see the information there in the dictionary as well. We have the phonologists to thank for this. Now, the third function I would like to talk about is orthography. And lexicographers have a lot to do with this. They have to do with spelling. And they furnish the dictionary with information that would help us distinguish the spellings. We have British spelling from the British English, and we have American spelling from the American English. We Nigerians use the Nigerian English standard comes from the British English, of course, because we were colonized by the British. So we spell program like the British, not like the Americans. We have PROGRAMME as our own spelling. That's the British spelling, while American spelling would not have the ME at the end. We have etymology as our fourth function. Etymology has to do with history, and we have etymologists as the experts in this field. They have a lot to do with the history. They can tell us the changes that words have undergone over time. Of course, change is the only permanent thing in nature, right? So if we have our case study word COIFFED, remember that? Can you pronounce it? Okay, you tried, right? What did you say? I'll go on. If you go on with this word, the etymological information under this word would be that the word was first Latin, and it was first COFIA, meaning helmet, and then it morphed to Old French. And here it morphed to COIFE to mean headdress. And it morphed again from Old French to Middle English, where it was spelled as COIF. Okay, and when we move on to the meaning of the word, we would see that the meaning is to style or to arrange someone's hair. We will talk about more of this under grammar. Let's look at the fifth function of the dictionary, grammar. A dictionary would provide information on the grammar, and the grammarians are in charge of this. The grammarians will tell you that COIFFED, coiffed, is the past tense of the verb COIF. They will tell you not just the meaning of the word, they will tell you not just the tense of the word. They will tell you the part of speech that the word belongs to. They will tell you the tense of the verb. They will tell you the plural marker of the verb. They will tell you all other grammatical information on words. Have you ever heard someone say good, gooder, goodest? When such a person goes to the dictionary to check it, he'll see that the correct comparison details would be good, better, best, and that is what our grammarians would provide in the dictionary. Now we would move on to collocation. Collocation is the sixth function you find in the dictionary, and this would also be a job for the grammarians. Yes, this would be their job to give us collocations. Our information on collocations would show us how to combine collocations with their blenders. We would also have idiomatic expressions. Now, also find examples and illustrations of words in the dictionary. We have a lot of examples, illustrations, even sentence examples to show exactly what the word means. Okay, now we move on to regional and register labels. We talked about varieties of English just now when we're talking about the spelling, but I would also like to say that in brackets, when you have a word like the program we used, you're going to see BRE in brackets. All right, and that shows that it's British English. We have AUSE to show that it's Australian English. We have GK to show that it's Greek, so we have different register labels, and we can have that information from the dictionary. We would see INF to show that it's informal, but our standard in writing is the formal English. You can leave the informal label for your informal speech. I hope you have gathered one or two things from this video. I would move on to share different types of the dictionary.
If you want to learn a new language, one obvious fact is that you would need a dictionary of that language. There are monolingual or language dictionaries. This is the first type of dictionary, monolingual or language dictionaries. They are written in particular languages, right? So if a language has a well-developed orthographic system, there might be a dictionary for that particular language. So we have dictionary of the English language, dictionary of the French language, dictionary of the Yoruba language, dictionary of the German language. Next type of dictionary is the subject or specialized dictionaries. There are dictionaries in different subjects or disciplines. An example of this dictionary is the dictionary of chemistry, or a dictionary of economics, or a dictionary of nursing. So in particular fields, there are dictionaries. If you want to know if your field has a dictionary, you could check with a reference librarian in your local library, or you can check the internet. Third type of dictionary is the bilingual dictionary. This is referred to as translation dictionaries. So as the name goes, the dictionaries are written in two languages, right? Whereas monolingual dictionary has a tendency to promote fluency in spoken language. This type of dictionary, the bilingual dictionary, tends to provide single word translation equivalents. All right? So the equivalents might not fit exactly into the real context of the English language or of the target language, right? So we can have dictionaries like Hausa to English dictionary. We can have German to English dictionary. We can have Spanish to English dictionary, right? These are the three main types of the dictionaries. The third one is the bilingual dictionary. The second is the subject or specialized dictionary. And the first is the monolingual or language dictionary. These are the three basic types. We have another classification as the electronic dictionary, but you know that the electronic dictionary is dictionary online, right? And it can be any of these other three types aforementioned, right? Are we together? Yes. So can a dictionary have demerits? Yes, because language is dynamic, and the three shortcomings are usually attributed to the dictionary: interesting or confusing or surprising. Let's look at them. Suggestiveness, circularity, obsolescence. Let's discuss suggestiveness. The dictionary could give several meanings for just one word. One of the suggestions may meet the need of the user, and there's a probability that none of the suggested meanings would serve my need as a user. So, is that not a demerit? Circularity. Sometimes looking up a word in the dictionary can lead to a merry-go-round. Have you ever been in that situation? For example, let's look at the word koala is a kind of animal, right? The Random House Dictionary defines that animal, the koala, as sluggish, tailless, gray, furry, arboreal, and marsupial. So if sluggish, tailless, and gray are easy for you as the learner of the language to identify, then how would you identify the other meanings like arboreal, marsupial? Right? So, circularity. It could be abstract. A dictionary could become obsolete. Words that are invented when a dictionary is in press may not be part of other editions, right? So this word that we looked at, coiffed, coiffed, if you look at some editions, you would not find it. You wouldn't find that word. So it depends on the particular edition you're using. And over time, many Nigerian words have found their way into the dictionary, like kabu kabu. Yes, it's a Nigerian word and it is now in the dictionary. But if you check earlier editions, you might not see it, right? So there are different. As the language evolves, languages evolve. As the English language evolves, words morph, words change. So what have we said so far? We have said that the dictionary in your house, the dictionary in your hands is an authority that you need to become more friendly with to become better in the English language, in spelling, in pronunciation, in meaning, and in usage. Thank you very much for staying through to the end of this video. Expect more as you get better in the use of English with Salome Buari. Cheers.
Thank you so much for watching the video. I do hope you like, comment, and subscribe. Feel free to turn on the notification buttons and I'll see you in the next video.